Hello, everyone. G'day and apa kabar. Welcome to the Orang Putih Kita show. Tonight's show, like every other, is we're going to just have a conversation, talk about pretty much anything. But tonight's a little bit special because we're talking about with the crew from Wzzup Borneo. So we'll be talking about what is Wzzup Borneo, what are we trying to do with the Wzzup Borneo team, and what's our plan for the future. But before I introduce tonight's guests, let's roll the intro.
Hey, samalah kita. Hey, orang putih kita ba.
So, to my left, we have Jonathan, music producer,
Yo, what's
songwriter.
up?
Next to him, Aphik.
Hello.
He is also a music event organizer. We have Benzooloo, well known here as a rapper and songwriter. And then Bosku, the man that made it all possible, Mr. Kenny, owner of Sound Tech Productions, and the one who has been able to set up our studio.
Boss, big boss.
Crazy time, guys. Crazy time.
The naughtiest one.
Yeah. So there's a lot happening. All of us are feeling the effects of this weird time that we're living in.
Especially working every night, yeah.
Yeah,
Non-stop.
Crazy,
Non-stop shooting.
non-stop shooting. So we've been trying to set up this Wzzup Borneo, right? We got a series of shows that are happening, this show included, under the Wzzup Borneo brand. And what are we trying to achieve? Maybe Jonathan, you can.
I've got it written here. So I'm going to read this one out. Wzzup Borneo? We are an independent media company representing the voice of the Borneo community with a variety of shows for locals to express, elevate, and excel on a platform with both local and global appeal.
Wow.
Itulah. Kalau
Very
baca senang
eloquent.
sikit. Macam pandai terus.
One day or so that's basically the aim lah. Like we're trying to elevate the standard to create a platform. Yeah. How did this come about? Like Kenny, maybe you can introduce like how we all got started.
Okay. In the beginning, we just thought of doing a music show, just a band, a singing, a performance, doing in the studio. Yeah. Then something come up. Friends told me look for Jonathan's. So I know Jonathan for long, more than 10 years, I think easily. So but we never get together to do something like that. So I approached him. Yeah. Then we just clicked, and until now.
Yeah, I think there's a blessing in disguise, in a sense that even despite this tough time during the MCO period, I mean, everyone is stuck. So if not, Kenny will be very busy because he's got every day got something going on. Not only one thing, a few things going on. And I also got my own thing going. And we only see on events,
Yeah.
We only meet during events.
Yes.
Yeah. So this one, when he contacted me, I also wanted to listen. What's up, lah? What's up? What's going on? What's your story? Yeah.
Yeah. I think all of us have kind of at this point where we're trying to figure out what to do, what next, what happens with
New norm.
the new norm. I don't know how I feel about the title. I'm kind of getting over the marketing strategy of this world. Like everything has to have a label. New norm, social distancing.
And the way we conduct ourselves needs to be like different than before.
Yeah.
Macam kalau sebelum ni steady je buat semua kan. Sekarang ni kita kena tukar game sikit lah. Terutamanya macam kalau dalam industri music. Kalau dulu boleh keluar perform ramai-ramai. Sekarang kita kena change the game lah macam tu.
Yeah.
So itulah.
So what you're aiming, so kau ada show sendiri kan? So Benzooloo is gonna become has become the producer for Spitas.
Spitas, yes.
And what are you trying to achieve with Spitas?
So untuk Spitas ni sebenarnya mau bagi peluang lah sama rapper-rapper muda, terutamanya di Sabah, untuk kasih tunjuk dorang punya kebolehan, punya bakat tu ke pendengar sama penonton di luar yang belum tahu kewujudan dorang lah. So basically dorang just mau bagi tahu dorang punya kewujudan dalam dunia seni ni, lagi-lagi dalam scene hip hop. Sebab kalau macam dulu bukan macam sekarang. Sekarang boleh dikatakan di Malaysia ni tu hip hop punya vibe dia baru macam peaking kan. Tapi kalau macam 5, 6, 10 years ago dia langsung tiada macam ni. So kalau kau kasih keluar music hip hop, hanya orang-orang yang dalam itu scene saja tahu. apa aku buat, apa lagu baru. So bila ada macam ni, dorang dapat peluang. Orang-orang yang muda ni bila dorang kena panggil, dorang dapat ada platform terus kasi tengok sama orang. Itu yang best dia lah.
Tahun berapa kau start like buat rapping hip hop?
Professionally lah, oi say. Professionally 2011 start yang betul-betul buat.
Wah, so what have you like yang kamu pernah nampak itu perubahan like dari
Ui banyak kok. Terutamanya dari segi bunyi maksud saya macam bunyi music hip hop tu sendiri pun dia bukan berubah tapi dia evolving lah. So untuk rapper-rapper yang ada di era ni, dorang kena pandai adapt juga. Sebab macam saya dengar kadang-kadang ada rapper-rapper yang macam satu batch dengan saya, dorang cakap, oh sekarang punya hip hop macam lain lah, susah mau rap beat sekarang lah. Tapi kalau kau tengok macam Eminem, umur dia almost 50 tapi dia boleh rap on macam trap punya beat, current beat. So which is, kalau dia boleh adapt, kau lagi muda dari dia, kau pun boleh adapt juga. So kena pandai adapt lah.
ya memang dia adapt yang tu lagu dia baru keluarkan susah mau ikut juga.
Kena yang Godzilla tu.
Ya. Kau pandai gak?
Kau indah pandai.
Pandai. Okay. practice dulu lah. See, Aphik pun you like always doing the kind of underground music vibe lah. Like what's been some of the challenges yang kau nampak?
So yeah, basically I was came from underground scene. Basically, I was from the metal, punk, whatever, all this subculture scene lah. So after hearing what John said to me about this project, I was like, okay, no, I was quite interested lah to do something for my own scene also. But at the same time, I also want to do different kind of thing lah that can challenge me to be different from what I always do lah. So Expressive Borneo is actually for everything, every talent that we have in Sabah or Borneo. So basically, it can range from band, performer, artist, rapper, even poets, street buskers, whoever that want to showcase their talent, they can come here and we can provide a platform lah. So basically, what we are doing is to provide the community with some sort of platform that really being provided lah by others. So that's the main idea lah for Expressive Borneo.
Best. Kalau saya datang mau shuffle boleh?
Oh boleh. Shuffle atau rapper.
Boleh bakar.
Kau pandai rapper ke?
Gini.
Yeah.
Bahaya rapper tu bro.
It's something that like we've constantly struggled with here in Sabah. Kan like having enough platform or enough opportunity. Like
Yeah, it's
actually
true.
banyak talent kan. Like there's
It's true.
Yeah.
So we got so many, banyak sekali. Ada yang even sampai tahap international. Even the rapper also macam Benny, macam we got K-Click. They all already outside bah. Why not we try to provide kan satu platform yang ada di Sabah bah. Sekarang ni dorang semua terpaksa pergi luar. Macam if you ask Jonathan also.
Sebab macam di Sabah, di KK ni banyak macam band-band macam punk rock
Ya.
gitu. So, dorang semua talented bro. Tapi
Ya.
macam itulah, dorang tidak susah mau dapat tu suara untuk bagi dengar kan.
yeah.
So now,
Then macam like ramai tidak kenal juga lah. Like they don't even, a lot of them like been performing for years and we don't even know.
ya, kalau mainstream listeners mungkin ya lah. Tapi dorang ni ada following dorang sendiri lah. Dorang ada fanbase dorang sendiri lah.
Yeah.
Apik dia lagi tune lah kalau part-part tu.
Yeah, I think people consume a lot of content now.
Yeah.
Like every day kan banyak platform bah yang in terms of social media platform for people to consume content. Jadi I think Wzzup Borneo, when I spoke to Kenny, we want something that is local and close to heart, close to home, close to heart. And then the idea is when we do what we do, is basically sharing Borneo to the rest of the world. Sebab kan we will be using YouTube as our main spot lah, main platform. For Wzzup Borneo and all our shows. Yeah.
Yeah, we're gonna like try and really use the online features, kind of the different social media, but with this high level production provided by Soundtech, where do you think we can go with this in the future?
Okay. Like Ben mentioned before, we always have less opportunity and a lot of limitations to kickstart and to have a good talent to be performed. So for the content side and all this, I believe all the producer can produce with the artists that we have. Jonathan can come with. That's how I can complement with the setup, with the productions. So we kind of set up a broadcast standard to make sure that we have opportunity to perform starter stage also.
Yeah.
So that's the idea that we come up with.
Yeah, it's quite amazing lah. Just a month ago kan, baru 1 bulan, Kenny called me and I came here for a meeting, came to the office for a meeting and said, we talk, what can we do? I said, man, let me come back to you in a few days. And in that few days, I spoke to all the producers lah. In fact, Dane is producing his own show. Of course, he's got assistant producers, different every day. And we have Benzooloo producing Spitas, and Aphik is producing Expressi Borneo. And we have another show which is Tanya Dr. Pravin, yeah, which I'm helping to produce also for Dr. Pravin, yeah, which talks about health issues in apa ni dalam bahasa kita orang lah kan.
Yeah.
Kesihatan lah.
Ya, kesihatan, perubatan.
Sama mitos-mitos
Ya.
yang orang bilang selalu kalau kau tidak pakai baju masuk angin lah, begitu-gitulah.
Yang marang begitulah.
Yeah.
And we have
Mandi
already
malam.
shot a few episodes actually. Jadi this is our second episode, but in terms of all the other shows we've done actually 2 episodes each already.
Yes.
All done 2
Yeah.
episodes.
It kind of just took off like a whirlwind because you know, like with me, this Orang Putih Kita show, I was planning just to do it in my lounge room. I was planning just to do a simple podcast, and then Jonathan told me about this idea that he talked to Kenny, and everyone was coming together doing all these shows. Why not make it part of the show, you know? And I mean, it is a great opportunity, I think, for us to be able to raise up to another level.
Yep.
Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah, I see it like a great opportunity and also something refreshing in this kind of season where we are kind of stuck with what we are doing creatively. And we have something like this where we can actually work with a strong team that supports us. Because if not us as content creators and even as performers, a lot of times we want to get technical side. It's so much effort. And everyone also cari makan. So we can't, it's hard to get free. And we don't want to get free anyway, you know, we want to work out something. But it's very difficult, and this is an opportunity that I think if we take seriously, Wzzup Borneo ni boleh pergi jauh lah.
Yeah.
In a sense. Yeah.
Yeah, I think like it's probably from like an outsider point of view, it seems a bit crazy. Like we're all doing this for free. We're all making a start, but it's a kind of, I think that's where a lot of great things happen. You know, like when everyone is passionate about what they want to do, what they believe in, and then a group of them come together. You know, a lot of the biggest companies in the world have been started that way. So you know, we're able to bring each something to the table, and hopefully we can create this one platform that gives this opportunity for anyone who wants to make a go of it.
Yeah. Actually, in the beginning, when I mentioned to Jonathan, he was not surprised, and dia macam hina lah.
Yeah.
Kalau music tidak main lah. Tidak cukup. Kalau boleh, every day we have program. They say like that. So I was surprised. Are you sure? No, I want to do every day with program with our local here, right? It's quite limit, right? So I'm kind of worried. But as a Sabahan, we just take it easy, cool, wait for it. Then he called me just few days after. I think 3 days like that. We met in some way, and he was mentioned to me we're going to produce 4 shows. I was like, are you sure or not? You want to produce 4 shows? I was looking for 1 only, you know. 1 for months, I think, something like that.
Yeah.
So, like, it's a patience really help us. I think I would want to do something for the communities. At the same time, we can able to produce a show together. Yeah.
Yeah.
We're not doing this for us.
Yeah.
I want to put it that way. And that's what I think Kenny and I both agree lah. We are on the same page. Kalau kau bilang, we're doing this, it's a passion thing. But we hope that in the future, as an independent media, we also get provision. We also get fundings. We also get people actually investing and putting, you know, sponsoring us, because we're doing this for our people anyway.
Yes.
You know,
Yeah.
Yeah.
For the next generation we come, that will help us a lot.
With the first, I think in terms of with a setup like this,
Yeah,
and
the quality.
independent media quality. I mean,
Yeah, the production quality is very high lah. This
Yeah,
is
yeah.
thanks to Mr. Kenny also lah. This is one of the best lah. I think in Sabah, probably one of the best in Sabah lah.
There's not really a
this,
comparison.
Yeah, this kind of
I mean,
this kind of
not to
setup lah.
compare, but the idea is we want to give our best.
Yeah, I mean that's the
Want to
thing.
give up
I think like when we look at the crew, like your crew that you've got, it very talented. Dorang semua like selalu berubah tu ini punya set.
Tu ada si Farah.
Ada Farah.
Farah mau mention
kita boleh
juga kan?
minta apa-apa.
Mau hashtag.
With
Hashtag Farah.
she just like we ask her anything, it's just done. You know, like very professional crew, and it's a great opportunity to also expand their portfolio into going into production, broadcast. But I think that's the problem. Like what we've seen here in Sabah, we're talking about the media, but a lot of the media is undervalued. You know, like we're talking about we're not just doing this for ourselves. We're not doing this. We want to do it for others, but we also want to create value in the media that we're producing. Yeah.
We're trying to create standards lah for the locals to what they can achieve if they can doing their own content. Like there's a lot of people outside here. There's a lot of content creator that do their own content, but we are trying to give the standard lah with what in terms of productions, in terms of the talent and all that lah.
Yeah, I think that's why competition is good.
Yeah, yeah.
Because with competition, you know, you get the healthy competition pushes people to another level, you know. So that's why we're not like kita tidak mau compare sama orang lain or anything, and we're not putting down any of the previous media that's available. Kan, tapi kita mau we want to make a dent in the market. We want to give competition lah. We want to say, okay, we're here in town. This is Wzzup Borneo. This is where we're pushing it. We want to see what your next move is.
I didn't say that.
Well, it's true, isn't it? Like, I mean, kau mau cakap tapi kau tidak mau cakap tapi kau setuju kan?
Ni macam sinopsis baru ni, John.
Ini macam sinopsis baru sudah ni.
No, you know, like this is we
Here
want to.
comes a new challenger.
You need to have. I mean, even when we're talking about this opportunity, right? Like when we talk about opportunity, like last week I did a show with Adam and Elvin, and we talked about the fact that in a lot of ways, those guys created their own opportunity.
Yeah.
You know, the opportunity wasn't available, but they used these platforms like YouTube and Facebook, Instagram, and they created their own opportunities. You know, so they didn't just wait around. And I think that's the thing. Like in adversity, it kind of forces you to be creative and to push through. And
Yeah. So that's the right term if you say, what are we doing? We are creating our opportunity lah.
Yeah.
Kan?
Yes,
We are
definitely.
creating- Yeah.
I mean, during MCO, it's quite stressed out when we have a amount of people working together with the passions that we like and the stage that we always perform. All of a sudden, we all totally like, it's considered like zero performance chances that we can do. Mostly only at home.
Cancel
background.
events and all that.
Cancel
Yeah.
events, yeah. So this is also one of the opportunity to give a chance to everyone to perform. It's same like productions. Yeah. I mean, we love to do it. Yeah. Of course, we don't make money now, but hopefully we can get some support from the other clients from local, so that we can push our market to be at different levels. Yeah, in near futures.
yeah, and hopefully we can create this environment that promotes healthy collaboration with you know all the other artists kan yang ada di Sabah.
Sure.
Even the other media companies, you know, hopefully we can show that, like, for me, I'm a big believer in that. Like even with, you can still have healthy competition and have a collaborative spirit, you know, and have this like, even if someone is your direct competitor, mungkin kau ada rapper lain kan, but you know, you can rap together, you can make that into an opportunity as well. And there's still a lot that you can progress from there.
It's good to push the market actually.
Yeah.
This is something that we do actually. We showcase to the market that if we can do it, the rest can do it also. So once we have a lot of opportunity, we have a lot of people do it, then we have more chances that we can push the market to a different level.
Sebab selalunya dia punya pattern ni, bila orang lain nampak apa kau buat, baru dorang ikut bang. So kalau dorang buat sendiri, dorang macam takut. Tapi bila dorang nampak ada contoh yang sudah buat, okay, ni benda boleh ni.
Kita orang pun ikut orang lain juga.
Ya.
Kan kami lihat banyak apa ni YouTube videos, references dari lain-lain lah.
Yup.
Local, Indonesian, Philippines, and even America. You know, kita tengok konten-konten lain, then we try to say, I want to do something like this. You know, I want to do something like this, and then we discuss lah how we're gonna do it, and then make it our own. You know, our own content mah begitu.
Yeah, exactly. I mean, I think a lot of inspiration starts as kind of like imitation. You know, you see,
Yes.
you boleh nampak orang lain sudah berjaya, the cara dorang buat, and then but we see how we adapt it to ourselves. Like all of us are trying to make the content unique to ourselves, but also that's part of collaboration. Is you see how other people are doing it, you see the ones that went before you, and then you try and see how you can take it in your own direction. You know? Yeah.
Yeah, but I think as time went by, I think we'll find our own identity lah.
Sudah pun saya rasa. Sudah pun, I think we are already there.
Yeah.
Just that certain show kita kena kasih up lagi lah kan.
Ya, betul lah.
We already shot a few episodes.
A few
Jadi,
lah.
Yes.
so I think we learn already, and then we know, okay, mungkin kita orang mau kita punya style beginilah kan.
Yeah.
Begitu.
Yeah.
We're slowly getting there.
For me, I'm excited about that opportunity. Like we already did one show here with Orang Putih Kita show,
Yep.
and this is something I've never done before, especially on this scale. But already we're able to adapt. We adapt the set. We change it for those who are listening to the show. The set has changed around a little bit, and we're able to get that feedback. But it helps us to grow in our own creative way and in our own way that we're able to express ourselves as well.
Kudos to Kenny and Soundtech production crew lah. Amazing job, yeah.
Yeah.
Amazing job.
Kudos.
Thanks
you.
for cooperations.
Yeah.
Without the content, we cannot do anything. Yeah, so it's kind of helping each other to achieve something.
But yeah, basically it's not easy also lah for us to do this kind of thing also. This is part of the learning process lah for us everyone. Macam ada yang first time juga buat ni kan, macam saya pun first time, Ben mungkin first time juga. So this is something new also in the industry, dalam industri seni lokal juga. Yeah.
Sebab macam kita selalu kita pergi event, kita pergi perform. So kita nampak macam mana kru-kru tu orang-orang buat.
Yeah.
Tapi bila kita yang buat benda tu, ini
Terus kan.
bukan goyang kaki je ni.
Si
Banyak
prepare je kan.
banyak persediaan lah kena buat. Banyak persediaan lah kena buat.
Yeah, but I think that's kind of the point too. Like you just gotta start. You gotta start somewhere. Kan? Like,
Yeah.
kalau orang tidak buat, then no one does it lah. Like,
If you
someone has to.
wait till I don't know until when, bila mau start pun tidak tahu. So basically we just do lah sembarang juga kadang-kadang. But it's a good lah. It's a so far so good lah. Not to say yang kita buat benda yang tidak baik, but so far is from my point of view is good lah. It's up to the
Positive
level lah.
I think Farah don't agree. Huh, Farah? You agree? You agree ah? So far so good ah.
So far so good lah kan Farah.
Susah dia mau telan.
Yeah.
Susah dia mau telan.
Kesian juga Farah sebab biasa tu orang semua ada handle loh. Kami macam lain-lain okay lagi.
So I think I want to ask a question to Kenny.
Yeah, go for it.
Like what do you see in the near future? We have long-term plan, but what's the short-term plan?
For this time being, this will be the short-term plan that we are planning. Hopefully, with the Wzzup Borneo that we actually come out with a good response, with the opportunity. In future, we want to do it with a bigger scale. If it's possible, we want to make one studio for permanently, so that we can have the full setup productions to be inside there. So we can make a media arm for Sabah. Yeah, I mean for original Sabah contents. Yeah, we are not imitate anyone, but we have our own idea, design, creations that we have.
On style.
Yeah.
Sabah style lah.
There's definitely not enough like local punya content. Like I think just recently saya lupa nama tu.
The more the merrier.
There was
man.
like a show. There was like a recent show that it was like very localized style, kind of sitcom. But I've always like wondered that, like why don't we have Sabahan punya sitcom, Sabahan punya like entertainment. I mean ada, but it's like always just like one or two shows. There's nothing like consistently, and for me personally, like itu yang saya harap. Like I want to see the opportunities, but also all these different talented Sabahans given a platform that they can just express it in all these various ways through, whether it's through production or through design or through music or through, wherever they want to go with it,
Yeah, that's the main theme that we have as a platform. So hopefully with this platform that we have, we're able to bring more contents come in for Sabah.
Yeah, and I think live events would be nice.
Yeah.
Things that would gather people together and to celebrate our culture.
Yes.
Yeah, we want to celebrate the Borneo culture in a different way in our own language right now among our peers. And not only that, even to the older ones and the younger ones. Basically, the whole Borneo, even outside people will hear about us. I always believe, how come reggae music got out of Jamaica,
Yeah.
Jadi, kita orang punya music macam Sumazau, semua ada our dance, ada rentak-rentak kita orang sebenarnya boleh keluar bah.
Yeah.
Orang lain boleh nyanyi, do our style, and it's like, hey, let's do the Sabah style, let's do the Borneo style. Diorang main sape internationally, not locals playing sape, tapi others ni orang lain yang main sape, itu yang tune.
Yeah, and for the culture to be able to evolve, like the culture to be able to express it in different ways, you need to have these platforms. Like, there's so many different bangsa lah di Sabah kan.
Yeah.
Like we think of just like Sumazau, but then every culture ada lain-lain lah, Murut, the Ronggos, so it'd be great for them to express it. But also, I think sometimes we think of culture as being like set in a certain time frame, like but actually culture evolves, and it'd be great. That's another reason I feel like we really need these platforms, so that like even with hip hop, you take hip hop, which is dari negara lain,
Ya, betul.
but you evolve it into your own culture, as well. Yeah, and there's a lot of different art forms like that, that we just don't get to express or see people expressing their culture through an international art form.
Yeah, true.
Like I give an example of an art form, memukun, berdukun bah, memukun.
Apa?
Di Labuan, dia memukun, dia main apa ni, main gendang.
Oh.
Tapi ada orang nyanyi. Tapi dia nyanyi kan, dia macam dua orang. The lady would sing and play the tung 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 nyanyi lah. Lepas tu ada reply dari orang yang lelaki lah yang menari. So they told me dia punya culture begini. The girl is actually considered like the virgin, right? The virgin. So if you get sick and all that kind of thing, and then basically the if you're sick, this is what you have to call the momokun to come. So and then the guy who is holding the mic and doing it's like a rap, Dia macam rap begitu.
Freestyle lah.
Ya, dia macam freestyle. So ada jahat, ada baik. Dia punya energy tu, lelaki tu, dia punya energy jahat. Then itu perempuan tu, dia baik.
Tapi itu lelaki apa? Dia untuk kasih macam baik dia lah.
Dia yang jahat tu. Dia yang jahat, dia yang mau mengacau. Let's say Kenny yang panggil memukul ni. Dia yang jahat, dia mau kacau si Kenny. Tapi itu perempuan main tu gentang kasih apalah.
Oh, ini act tu lah.
Ya,
okay.
tapi ini memang performance sudah sekarang. But dia punya, that's what I heard lah. Dia punya background, dia begini. Dulu di rumah dia orang buat begitu. But it's become something that they do in Labuan, I think Brunei and certain parts of Sarawak, where they do it as part of a cultural thing. But imagine if you gabungkan kan dengan what music we have now and the technology that we have with music sekarang kan, saya rasa boleh jadi sesuatu ni kan.
Yeah.
It will be something.
Lagi-lagi sebab macam banyak cerita-cerita macam gitu.
Yeah.
Macam kau cakap, itu kira macam folklore
Yeah.
punya.
Memukunnya.
Yeah,
Ya,
so-
folk story lah, folk story.
Itu yang
Pass on lah.
interesting lah. So bila kau kasih cerita orang, mesti orang akan tanya macam, uish, macam mana dulu-dulu benda tu boleh terjadi kan?
Ya.
Itu lelaki macam dia pergi mau rasuk tu perempuan apa semua.
Ya.
Dia mesti ada start dari somewhere, mungkin
Ada story lah.
ada
kan?
story lah.
Ada story.
Mungkin di rumah kan laki bini bergaduh.
Lain sudah tu kalau bergaduh di rumah tu, laki bini.
Mau pujuk kan.
I think that's what we're talking about as well. Like actually, kalau saya rasa ada banyak cerita yang belum like kita explore di Sabah. Like there's so many different stories yang belum keluar, and there's not a lot of movies. There's not a lot of the media of any form being made about the localized stories and people's experiences. It'd be great to see that coming out in like so many different art forms.
A lot of movies now, local movies, well done, great effort. But I think we need more. We need more content, more things that actually we need the local people to support our products.
Yeah.
We need people, our own people, to go and watch our own movie.
Maksud kau di Sabah kah, John?
Yeah,
Oh.
Borneo lah. In terms of
In
Borneo lah.
Borneo, like we're talking about Labuan, and we got Brunei, we got all these different. Actually, we haven't even explored like the other parts of Borneo.
Indonesia belum lagi sampai.
Yeah. So there's a lot of stories that need to.
Kalimantan.
I think that we can express in so many different ways and bring out, just to see people bring out their creativity and talk about these stories would be awesome. It'd be great to have this platform. And I think, like, personally, I'd love to see like a Netflix,
Oh.
like Sabahan punya wayang, and then you can just go on Netflix. There's a whole category that would be, I mean, obviously we're talking in the future. It takes a long time to get there, but this is where it starts. This is how, we start by trying new things and adapting and seeing,
Dia susah tapi tidak mustahil lah.
Yeah, betul.
Susah tapi tidak mustahil.
Yeah. That's life lah. Everything, tiada yang mustahil.
Ya, tiada yang mustahil lah.
You don't try, never know, right? That's why you
Yeah.
have to try it.
Yup.
The initial is quite important. So if you don't have initiative, then habis data lah.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Big thanks, of course, lah, to Soundtech, Kenny, for this partnership. It's very. I also don't know. I mean, we've never worked together like first hand working together. Yeah, semua through middle person, second hand working together. Ada
On stage only.
Yeah, on stage only, performances and all that. But right now, it's totally new for both of us, and I think for most of us, like in terms of producing a show. But when you all said yes to this passion project, I also excited. I also excited. So excited that I called Kenny. Kenny, we're gonna meet up already. I've got a show, man. I've got a whole thing set up, coming up with branding and all that kind of thing. Of course, we worked it out with your team and all that. So I think everything is a journey, like you said. It takes time. Yeah, susah tapi
Tidak mustahil.
tidak mustahil.
Yeah.
Jadi kita kena cubalah, kena buat saja.
Yeah, and I think like what you're saying, like you don't know. I mean, none of us know where this is gonna go. Reality lah. Like, but it's that we all know. That if people are this passionate and everyone has this idea, it's got to go somewhere. But we honestly don't know. Like even me saying yes to this kan saya pun tidak tahu. But it's you see an opportunity, you take that opportunity, and I think that's the problem sometimes. Yang saya nampakkan orang bilang tiada opportunity. Tapi bukan yang tiada opportunity, yang dorang tidak rela ambil because it doesn't suit what they want lah. It's not exactly what they're looking for or hoping for kan. So then they just like, I won't take that opportunity. I'm waiting for exactly the opportunity I'm looking for. But sometimes opportunity comes in in surprising ways that you never expect,
Yes.
Sometimes bila macam when you don't expect the opportunity to come, time tu yang dia timbul tiba-tiba, itu yang bersyukur lah kan kalau dapat peluang begitu.
Kan.
Tapi itulah.
Rezeki kamu lah.
Hah?
Rezeki kamu lah.
Ada rezeki.
But yeah, hopefully people outside over there in Borneo, in Sabah, in Kalimantan, Kuching, wherever you are, hopefully they support us lah for this kind of show because
Yeah.
this is the starters for us. Ini permulaan. Mungkin next time kita mungkin ada new show atau apa-apa yang mungkin kita boleh tambah baikkan. So hopefully kalau orang-orang luar sana dapat support kita kan, macam bagi kita shout out ke, bagi hashtag ke untuk kita punya show, that will be good lah. It's a blessing lah.
Jangan lupa subscribe.
Jangan lupa subscribe guys.
And I think that's like kita mau sokong dorang juga lah.
Yeah,
It's
true.
like we want to support it, and I think the whole reason we call it Wzzup Borneo kan is Borneo. It's not like just Sabah. It's not just, but we're seeing it as like one family. We're hoping like masa depan mana tahu the capital city of Indonesia mau pindah
Yeah.
Kalimantan. So there's a lot more opportunities, but we don't want to just be like closed-minded as well into only trying to help Sabahan everything, but we want to create this even internationally. Hopefully, kan masa depan kita boleh tarik orang international datang so that they can work together we can lift up the standard of the Sabahan.
We can add in more into this show. We can add maybe more talents, more quality. So basically, that's the aim lah.
Yeah. And hopefully,
A lot already. Headache already.
I mean the
Thinking
content
about
lah.
it already.
In terms of the content lah, in the near future, maybe you can add like John say about folklore or whatever. Yeah, maybe we can do something like that.
yeah, I mean, there's endless possibility of the
Yeah.
direction we can go. I mean, and we're looking for the feedback too of the listeners, the viewers. Hopefully, people can tell us what they like, what they
Yeah,
dislike.
yeah.
We're, the beauty of this kind of design is we can evolve and adapt according to the content that people want to consume now. Yeah.
Yeah, I think the whole idea also is to be involved in a cultural development lah. Because we are so influenced. I remember one day we were chatting at home, and you mentioned about turn off American media, turn off your TV, don't listen to American music, stop listening to American content. I'm not just an example of America lah. Yeah, just stop listening to America because I speak like an American because I watch and listen to American music. You know what I mean? That's what I consume. Tapi imagine if you shut down something, maybe your creativity with your culture would grow. Kan?
Yeah.
Because it's so noisy. The world is so noisy. Every day you're feed with all kinds of content, all kinds of rubbish lah. That you don't even know what is good. Everything also you lie on because it's just a scroll, isn't it?
Yeah.
Right now it's just a scroll. The thing is, if we shut off certain things, like imagine if you jangan pakai Facebook kan, jangan pakai Facebook and just tengok RTM. We watch TV, tengok drama and understand what's going on locally. And then when you have your own space to do your own thing, maybe you would come up with something fresh. Sebab kau punya pengalaman sama apa yang kamu lihat sekarang, you know, when you're shutting off to other things, you create opportunity for yourself also to learn, to develop.
Yeah, I mean, like there's nothing wrong with American. I haven't got any problem with American media, but
Yeah, but the idea is that imagine if,
Yeah.
because it's so saturated, bah.
yeah, that's the point. Like, well, I think the topic we're talking about too is like with the newly like Black Lives Matter and all these movements that keep coming out of America, and then the people in Sabah, even in Malaysia, so quick to catch on to American movements, American problems, but then they don't even realize what's happening at home, you know. And it's to me it just seems crazy lah. Like, you know, I think actually ada banyak kita perlu berubah sini, banyak kita perlu buat di sini lah.
Yeah.
So if we're so concerned with what's happening in America or any other international thing, then we're not giving enough attention to the local punya masalah, local punya issue, and that's how then are we going to grow? Because what's happening in America, I mean, you can look at it as an example, like it's creating discussion, kan? Dorang ada masalah, then they create the topic, the Black Lives Matter, creates conversation, and the conversation pushes for change lah. So we need the same thing lah in Sabah. We need like more conversation, more talking about the local issue yang kita semua boleh nampak semua. Actually, yang saya nampak kan ramai like bila saya cakap pasal satu isu kan di Facebook kah atau apa
tu isu?
Apa-apa isu lah. Saya tidak mau cakap lah. Tapi apa-apa isu. But you know, semua actually kebanyakan setuju. But semua diam. Kan? So it's like, why? Kalau kau setuju, kenapa kau diam? You know, like why don't you say something about it lah? But everyone like, so I don't know lah, ada rasa malu kah apa, but the thing is, there's nothing wrong in talking about it. We're not talking about criticizing particular people or attacking anything, but what we're talking about is having healthy conversations, rather than just saying, oh, inilah masalah, this is a problem. We're saying, let's talk about, okay, how do we get around that problem lah? Like, apa kita boleh buat, you know, how can we creatively work around that problem lah? And that doesn't happen if you don't have conversation. Kalau kau tidak cerita, if you don't have the right conversation, you know.
I guess we've been raised in that culture. So we've been raised as follow whatever that they've been follow.
Follow the leader.
Yes. So we never have choice. Not say that we don't make choice. We never think that we got choice to make.
Yeah.
But we, you know, that's why we do have a choice lah. Semua ada choice, and
Yes.
everyone. It's kind of interesting. Kita bincang tadi kan pasal influencer. Like an influencer, by definition, is a leader. Like a leader is an influencer kan. So but ramai yang jadi influencer kan, but they're not leading to anything. They're not like pushing anything. They're not raising any issue. They're not talking about anything. So jadi macam mana influencer lah.
Dorang influence kalau macam dorang ada baju-baju cantik. Itu je.
Influence
Fashion.
beli-beli saja kan.
Beli-beli itu je dorang influence. Tapi yalah macam yang kau cakap, influencer yang boleh mengubah kita punya cara hidup dan kita punya future, itu yang kita perlu lah, terutamanya di Sabah ni. Sebab macam walaupun saya masih muda, tapi apa yang saya nampak macam kita terbiasa dengan ikut saja. Okey saja. Begitu. Kita terbiasa dengan begitu punya gaya. So kita tidak cuba untuk macam bila ada perubahan, kita cuba untuk mau debate tu benda. Dorang just macam ikut sajalah.
Yeah.
So itu mungkin satu benda yang menyebabkan macam ni lah juga.
Betul lah. And you know, when you talk about like boleh berdebate, boleh like bincang, it doesn't mean that you're attacking anyone particular. It doesn't mean anything like for instance, I bagi contoh lah, like just now before I came here, I went to a cafe kan. Ini cafe yang dulu they always like they even have a campaign lah. Don't use straw, don't use plastic lah. And then just now I was there, they bagi like satu minuman ada straw. So I was a bit like pissed lah to say. I was a bit annoyed because also like say personally I try to avoid plastic. I try my best. I'm not saying I'm perfect, but I try to do it. So then I wasn't even given an option. It was already in my drink like that. And it's one of these places that we often go, even zero waste groups like often organize meetings. But the interesting thing, the reason I bring this up is like I posted on my social media about the situation, and the way they replied to me was really good. Like they acknowledged that they shouldn't be doing that. They acknowledged the response was immediate and it was good. And for me, that gives a lot of hope lah. Sebab dulu kan saya rasa like di sini is susah mau kasih kritik kan, susah mau cakap because terus like
cepat touching.
Yeah, they like terasa and they don't want to receive.
The other thing about Sabahan is yang from what I seen lah, we are macam terlampau merendah diri bah. You know what I'm saying? Yeah.
Betul juga.
You are so macam set yourself so low, macam kadang-kadang kau mau bersuara macam aku tidak layak ni bersuara macam gitu. Something like that bah.
But kita semua tidak layak.
Yeah. That's what we're also trying to do lah. I think we're trying to create awareness lah about how the condition here, about how the Sabahan perceive themselves.
Yeah, that's sorry, terus.
Macam yang Aphik cakap, memang betul lah ya, kita ni terlampau macam humble. Macam terlampau merendahkan diri.
Yeah.
Tapi sometimes kita kena bersuara jugalah. Kalau tidak nanti kau geram sama benda tu, tapi kau tidak dapat buat apa-apa, sama juga.
That's why lah. Apa guna kalau kau cakap di belakang saja, or you just feel like kau kasih you're just holding
perasaan.
The perasaan.
Kebanyakan orang Sabah ni jarang kuat komen-komen.
Yeah.
Jerman jari yang bercakap. Kan topik pedas juga. Saya tengok-tengok komen-komen lokal-lokal ni.
Netizen.
Sorry. Netizen. Sorry. Saya orang tua tidak tahu term baru. Jadi netizen ni banyak dia orang komen. Tapi kalau jumpa diam-diam je. Senyum-senyum je kan.
Yeah. I personally find that hard to like. Yeah, it's one of the things I've found as a challenge lah. Like orang senang mau komen di Facebook saya kan bilang kau begini. But then you jumpa depan, like they never said anything.
But I think that also shows, I'm not directing to anyone, but it also shows level of maturity. You know, when you really want something to improve, you want to say something, you want to comment on something, if you know the person, comment. And I think that's something we learned when we were younger, people actually talk like, that's why I'm working with you guys, because with you guys, you're my good buddies where I can just reach out to you anytime. Bila-bila, I'm not working with people I know or whoever, I'm working with my friends. Yang you can tell me off anytime, John, salah ni. Begitu. Sama juga, I can tell Benzooloo, Ben, bukan begini. Begitu ba? And I think that is where yang Wzzup Borneo is all about lah. And I think I not only speak for ourselves, but I think to everyone around, we got to create that kind of community lah, that kind of energy.
Yeah. I mean, you did that to me just yesterday, lah. Like I was like panicking a bit. I was saying, like I feel insecure. And he's like, don't say that. If you say that, it's gonna bring down the show. It's gonna feel like this, you know. And I mean, for me, I prefer lah. I prefer like, and I know a lot of it is cultural lah. Like in my culture, I prefer being told direct, just being told. And Jonathan, memang dia pandai kasih tahu direct lah. So, but it's my and I know like not everyone is as open to receiving direct criticism in that way. It's something that I personally have to adjust lah. So
Yeah, here in Malaysia we call that berkias, bah.
yeah,
Yeah, you know what I'm saying? Yeah, it's like when you're trying to criticize people kan, is sometimes people say other thing that not meant to be bah. Macam dia berkias lah.
Metaphor lah.
Metaphor lah dia
They
bagi.
use metaphor to talk to you
Yeah,
rather than
criticize you lah.
talking to you like directly.
yeah. But that's like it's so confusing. Kan
Yeah.
you don't kau tidak tahu makna sebenar.
Yes.
You're like what is are you what are you trying to say?
Yeah. So benda tu sebenarnya buat benda kamu tu jadi lagi toxic lah sebenarnya. So better just straight to the point je. Kalau kau tidak suka lah.
But I think that takes practice juga lah. Like just
Takes times lah.
takes time learning. But I think that's a good thing. Like John's saying, we're open and when you find like-minded people that, I mean, the only way kau boleh survive dalam industry begini lah is you're quick to adapt. And the only way you're going to be quick to adapt is you can quickly learn from your mistake, quick to
True.
get the feedback, the criticism.
True.
Kan? Yeah. But in saying like what you're talking about with orang Sabah, like rendah diri.
Yeah, humble.
Yeah, like memang lah. But I
Too
think
humble.
But I think that's also kan it has to do with the lack of exposure to their own culture and content kan, because you know you're always thinking like if you never see your own culture being presented in the way that you're used to, and then you think maybe saya tidak layak, saya tidak begini lah. But you know this is why we want to encourage more and more Sabahan, more Bornean, you know, to step up. Don't think about it. Don't worry about it. Just step up and do it.
I think that it's not that they're over humble. You know, I mean, it's not everyone's humble in Sabah, but sometimes they don't respond. It's because lack of courage, lah, bro.
Yeah.
Lack of courage and lack of exposure in this kind of setting or in any setting, any public setting, kan? Dia malu-malu.
I think
Yeah.
I think it's more because of our mind kan is shaped macam we are not being given our own how to say voice bah.
Yeah,
You know, because
that's what I'm saying. Lah.
yeah, because basically from the time we are young sampai all kan kita macam dapat sumber from all different things bah. Macam like you said from American, from even in our own
The
country
Australians.
Yeah. Well, it's true. You
I
know,
grew up watching Crocodile Dundee.
this is why I was saying to John, like, just shut off the American or shut off Australian, shut off anything, because it's like what the issue kan sekarang with like body image, everything. If you always see a certain type of body image, you think that's the only kan kau rasa this is the right way. This is beauty.
the real
But actually ada banyak kan. So it's the same with this media, like, and I think that's the problem because we're only seeing the American style or the Australian style or whatever style you're watching, like British car. Then you think that's it, that's the standard. But actually, no.
Yeah, true.
There's so much variation that you could bring to that. But because you're trying to reach that standard, which is evolved from that culture, it's susah mau kasih evolve kau punya standard sendiri lah.
I think it's the belief that we don't Sabahan, the lack of confidence. So like Ben, for instance, if we never try with rappers, right, we will never be there. So it's an opportunity that you have to create yourself.
Yeah.
So it's same with us also. If we don't do it, we never perform with the rest. Like most like Sabahan, we always got problem like yang luar masuk sini lebih canggih dari kita.
Ini dia ada macam mana bah? Bolehlah kampung-kampung ya, macam begitu.
Always lah, boleh kampung-kampung.
Tapi
Boleh lah.
saya rasa masalahnya kita orang juga as consumer. For example, okay, let's take for example Benzooloo lah. He's already famous now. Tapi kalau just starting up how to believe in himself kalau saya sebagai seorang consumer tidak believe dia. Alah, ini orang local ni. Baik lagi si siapa dari mana.
That's one of the problem also.
We compare with other people. Then we don't. The support for local isn't as strong as the support for luar.
Yeah.
Well, even though we always say support local, yeah, betul. Tapi if you compare our country, compare Sabah to Indonesia, kan? Indonesia, you play the radio, all Indonesian songs, all. Diorang sana cakap English pun jarang, begitu bah. The idea is they have this support system. The people believe in their talent.
They are proud bah with
Kan?
their own people.
We are, tapi tidak sampai bah yang saya akan beli, semua minta free.
Like we've been in the business for 18 years.
Yeah.
So we facing a lot of problem with the events, the artists, the talents that we couldn't provide to Sabah as a local. So a lot of time we have no choice. We have to get from overseas, from KL, semua tu. Yeah, I think in the same time also this is a good platform to us to build our local to be able to sustain and commercialize in the market. So next time when we have events, we can cater for all, or not just kalau yang show kecil-kecil we get for local, yeah, show besar we get from outside, or maybe KL or something like that. So it's also part of the objective that we try to achieve.
Yeah. I mean, 18 years, that's a long time, and like, masih boleh ingat kah, like time dulu you how hard it was to grow as in the industry and to build the name of Soundtech, you know.
Yeah, long journey.
Long journey.
Yeah, I'm still young, by the way. Yeah. But anyway,
He started at age 5.
okay. Anyway, 18 years ago, it was very hard to start something.
Yeah.
Especially when you talk about sound system.
Yeah.
No other than just hobby. Waste time, waste money, and it doesn't produce anything. Yeah, that's my first gonna have. Yeah, so actually I studied audiovisual communications back in Canada many years back. I think 20 more than years. Yeah, so when I decided I want to do professionally, nobody trusts you. Nobody even talk about it. Don't waste time and all this. Yeah.
Yeah.
Like cousin tell you, you better just learn how to do photo shoot, photo camera guy, like something like that. Another cousin tell you that better you go to learn how to do your haircut. Do haircut, at least you can learn something.
Wow.
You still able to get some money.
Yeah.
But for me, probably patience and hobby really keep me until today. Yeah. So we started from karaoke, do for all the smaller show, for birthday, for weddings, kampung. Yeah, we can go from KK, we going back to Tenem, getting out for just the weddings. Yeah,
Wow.
to be speaker until today, who we are now, and I'm glad that I have a whole production team, and we all can work together as a family.
Yeah, I don't know. I'm sure the other guys feel the same. Like when I see the setup that you built, this sound tech empire, you know, I'm mind blown. Like when I came here, I kind of saw the production crew, everyone that does it. Like it's quite amazing to have this quality of system and everything in Sabah. And your crew, they're like so professional. Dorang tahu apa, you know, they know which job to do, when to do it, where to go. Like, was it hard to build or grow that crew? Like, how did you source qualified people to?
Okay, there's no channel to source. To be honest, it's just like musicians, hard to find a good one. So I mean, we all come from heart. So I started alone with one person with me. Slowly, one by one, we gathered together, and a lot of them actually was musicians before. They are underground band. They like to sing, perform. Yeah, they like this. So I can say tempat untuk pelepak lah. We started off.
Yeah.
So they all have their own story. When they start join me, some of them just aircon maintenance service guy. Some of them just a wiring guys, or some they even don't have a job. They sitting in the mall, just kaki lima like that lah. Yeah. But we provide trainings. We got a lot of trainer to train us, the engineers, and we got our own equipment to upgrade ourselves. I mean, it's all depends on our own. Yeah, we have no choice because we have no other resources that we able to help. Yeah. So quite a long journey that we can achieve as today. Yeah. It's just like business is not easy here.
Yeah.
Yeah. You want to do something better, it's not easy because nobody will gonna pay for you. Yeah, so you just have to start off first to show them that you can do better, then you can ask for it. Yeah, so that's my philosophy of doing this business. Yeah.
Yeah.
But
Well,
Kenny does a lot of international jobs too, and I think that's one of the main things you do too, right? A lot
Yeah.
of international jobs.
Yes, actually, international job helped me a lot. We do a lot of events out of country.
they would kind of help you to like evolve your skills, yeah. Like doing internationally, you'd also be able to expand your repertoire and
Yes,
yeah.
we able to learn a lot from the others. Like Korean, they have a really uh, high end professional events agency that they actually work for it. So we learn from them. Yeah, we learn from overseas like Singapore, Hong Kong, Asia Pacific mostly. Yeah, so with them we actually can um, uh, we learn from them. So we try to become like them. So at least next time when they come over to KK, they come to Sabah, they know who to look for, and we are actually ready for it.
Yeah. I mean, this is what we're talking about as well. Like, it's kind of you need the balance lah because memang orang Sabah, orang Borneo ada bakat, but you still need to get the expertise, the experience from other ways. So it's a mixture lah. You want to create the opportunity, but you also can't shut off like international outside experience and that because that's how you grow. You know, you adapt with others. You see how others did it before you, the pioneers in the industry, and then you create it to your own. You adapt it to your own. Like macam dengan hip hop, dengan the underground grunge and yeah. It's like seeing how others did it before you in other places, kan? Because every country has also adapted it to their own, kan?
Like I said, it's a learning process lah. Everything we do currently, whatever that come up after this is still learning. Everything every day. Every day is a new thing that we learn
Yeah,
from this kind of shows lah that we do.
yeah,
So I think the goal, the goal is we become professional in what we
yeah,
do.
yeah, yeah.
Yeah.
Like professional. My goal is one day people will look for us. Will look for Wzzup Borneo and say, hey, let's do Spita somewhere else. Let's do this for some other thing, they want to do Spitas in Thailand, for instance, or,
Yeah.
in Penang or something. My dream is that. And of course, Benzooloo will be heading that. And we believe in empowering our own people. Of course, enabling, equipping as much as we can because as much as we can according to the access that we have lah kan.
Yeah,
So
exactly.
and after that we build each other up and we encourage each other up like we also ask people to shut up also lah,
Yeah.
don't talk too much lah.
Yeah. I mean, feedback is good and like everything lah, everything we talk about is a balance, You want the feedback, but there's a certain point where you have to shut off and believe in your own dream, believe in your own vision. And like we're saying kan kita tidak tahu ini akan jadi apa pergi mana, but you need to have that dream, you need to have that goal first, something to aim before. Maybe it'll turn this way, maybe it'll turn that way, but as long as you're like focused towards something kan, who knows where it will go. So in saying that, like wrapping up, like what do you guys see for the future yourself, and what do you hope that your personal shows will achieve, or like maybe Kenny, what do you see, like where do you want this to go in the future?
I hope in near future we able to do a lot for all the YouTubers or for all the influencers or even artist performance. We can get all the different type of shows. Be able to achieve a media standard, a TV arm, the TV station standard that we able to bring to the cloud. Yeah, that's my main idea. Yeah.
So kalau saya pula, saya punya impian mau memperkenalkan lagi terutamanya market di Malaysia ni, rapper-rapper dari Sabah lah. Sebab macam sekarang ni pun, even rapper-rapper yang luar dari Borneo, luar dari Sabah pun, dorang have like mad respect to the MCs from Borneo
Yeah.
because of the identity. Sebab macam kita di sini, kita rap di Sabah ni dia lebih kepada macam Nusantara sikit and got our own identity lah.
Yeah.
So itulah sekarang ni mau memperkenalkan orang-orang rapper-rapper yang belum pernah kena dengar ni dengan dorang semua lah. So hopefully ramai lagi yang boleh join program ni in the future. Kalau nanti dorang sudah tengok episod-episod yang kami akan bagi tengok nanti, hopefully dorang pun akan inspired macam wah, I want to be on that show macam tu.
Yeah.
So kalau dorang rasa macam inspired oleh show tu and rapper tu sana, memang best lah.
Jadi ini macam kamu like boleh bridge the gap kal antara si Semenanjung dan sini dan like we can start to get more working together.
Yeah, for sure. Sebab macam sekarang ni pun sebenarnya Semenanjung dengan sini pun sudah klik sangat-sangat bagus lah.
Yeah.
Macam dorang macam ini untuk hip hop lah maksud saya.
Yeah.
So scene hip hop di Sabah, Borneo terutamanya dan juga di Semenanjung sekarang memang sudah klik sebab disebabkan sudah pernah jumpa show sana, banyak show, jadi orang-orang rapper-rapper di Sabah pun banyak buat show sana and dari kawan-kawan, so dorang klik. So sekarang macam kenal senang tu, itu yang best lah. So apa-apa pun boleh atur senang lah, itu yang shock.
Ya, hebat. Dan Aphik, like apa plan kamu like dengan I mean, Ekspresi Borneo kan is a variety show. There's so many different ways you can go with it lah. So what like apa kau punya cita-cita, your ultimate goal like, yang kamu capai?
So for me basically I will, kalau boleh saya mau expose lagi banyak talent, tidak semestinya in the music lah, maybe in everything that Saban can do lah, maybe everything that can be exposed. I want to expose them more. I want to give awareness lah for the people. I also in the near future I would like to give back to the community lah. So basically what I would like in the plan, I would like to maybe include certain topics like exposure to the local problems, to whatever. So basically I will like saya mau include juga sikit-sikit the certain part of Sabah. Where can we go giving back to community lah. So in the future, I would like to work together with the Sabahan, with the Borneon lah, with the our own community.
Yeah.
Work together with them to highlight their talent, to highlight their apa ni, permasalahan orang, whatever. So yeah, that's it lah. And I wanna introduce local talent to the overseas lah, outside.
Yeah, give it an international platform.
Yes.
Our goal is to tolong orang Sabah, orang
Yes.
Borneo, but
Giving back to community lah.
to show that like we can be on an international level. I mean, but we don't have to do it by following orang lain.
Yes.
We do it our way. We can make content that everyone will want to watch. Everyone will be entertained by.
Yep.
Yeah.
That's it lah.
Yeah. And John, saya tahu kau ada vision, kau ada idea. Like, what is your hope lah? Like, apa harapan kau for this show? Like, I know you've talked about it before, your vision for the future, but like, where do you think this can realistically go? Like,
To be honest, I just hope it will start soon lah. We will show this up soon. I'm looking forward to releasing our content.
yeah,
In terms of future plans and all that, nothing is certain, man.
yeah,
This season, this MCO season has taught me that nothing is certain.
oh, that's
we
for
can
sure.
we can plan, but
Yeah.
it's all in his hands. That kind of thing lah, And I really believe that as long as we plan and we work together dengan kawan-kawan, kita buat sama-sama, semua transparent. Saya mau cari makan juga sebenarnya. I really hope that we can not only monetize for ourselves, but also for the community that is involved. I do have this belief that, I mean, people don't ask for help. They don't want help. You understand? So I'm not saying to the community that, I'm trying to help you. Tapi we are here. Let's do something together. And I was very happy when the Sugandoy Artist Management decided to send a few participants, artists, local artists, to sing their songs. And I think this kind of relationship, this kind of partnership, it will work. It's sudah pun working lah sekarang. Yeah, healthy relationship. And among community sendiri bah. Itu yang best.
Yeah.
Itu yang saya mau. Saya mau community kita kerjasama, community kita. I mean, I've got to reach out to you, the same as you got to reach out to me.
Yeah, yeah.
Because my hand is just this short only. So I think kalau we have to reach out to each other. That's the whole idea lah. And I hope that this will spark it once dia release sudah. Because semua yang datang sini, dia, begini pula. Alah, tidak cukup prepare. Itu yang bikin risau tu. Tidak cukup prepare.
Yeah.
Kan? Jadi once it release sudah, then everyone can see, after the post production and all, everyone can see what we are doing and how serious we are
Yeah.
in what we do. Then saya rasa diorang pun akan reach out lah, and that's my hope that we will slowly build, and it will not. We're starting from KK kan? We're starting from KK. When we call it Wzzup Borneo, tapi kami harap that it's going to be, we want to cover the whole Borneo. We want to have a team in Sarawak. We want to have a team in Brunei, in Labuan, in Indonesia, in Kalimantan. Kalimantan ada Nunukan, ada lain-lain bahasa na. Jadi, I don't know. I think Kenny would agree with me. Like that's the whole idea, to grow it, and we be the voice of this big island called Borneo.
Yeah.
Yes. Yeah. To be honest, I'm more focused on production side. I have no idea how we're gonna work for the social media. I'm still learning.
Yeah.
So it's part of the new norm that we have actually adapt. Yeah. So with this community that we have, I'm sure we can able to reach higher. Yeah. I think by that time, in 1-2 years time, when we look back, our first interview together like that, it's gonna be very fun. Actually.
Yeah. But that's why, I'm grateful. We're all grateful that you give us this opportunity. Because your side of things, and we know our side of things, and we're just trying to make a go of it. But the point of this show, and it was why I'm so happy that we're able to do this show and talk to you guys, because it wasn't to shoot our own horn or anything. We know this is kita baru start, and kita walaupun ada plan, we don't know where it's gonna go. Most of us have never done anything like this before, So for me, I'm very grateful yang boleh kerja sama kamu semua.
Yeah, it's new, so we're very passionate because it's a passion project. Everyone is doing it in with a lot of hope, actually.
Yeah.
Some people don't believe in hope, but hope is very important for me. We're all hoping for something. That's why we're so passionate in sharing what we want to see in the near future lah, kan?
Yeah.
Yeah. Our effort is more than the money. So that's why I believe. And with that, we will be achieved even higher.
Yeah.
For sure.
Yeah. Well, that's why, so thank you very much, everyone. I'm so glad that you were able to come along tonight. The only person we're missing is Praveen, Dr. Praveen.
Yeah.
But, it's really an honor to be able to work with you guys. And I'm hoping, I've got big hopes. I've got big hopes for where we're going in the future, what we'll be able to achieve. But yeah, let's keep pushing forward. So for all you guys who want to know more about Wzzup Borneo, please follow. You can subscribe at Wzzup Borneo. It's Wzzup is spelled W2ZZUP. Wzzup Borneo. So you can subscribe to YouTube. We'll have an Instagram, Facebook. We'll set up the social media accounts. Make sure you subscribe to them. Then you'll be able to find the updates. You'll be able to learn what's going on, what's the latest shows, any new insights that are coming in.
Well, by then, when you watch this one, you already know lah.
Yeah.
But you're already subscribing.
Hopefully, that's the plan. So please do support. Hopefully, you can see what we're trying to achieve here and catch along. And you can also follow me on Orang Putih Kita on most social media platforms. Just find Orang Putih Kita. I'll update you, and I'll even create opportunities maybe through my Insta story, so on, where you're able to give input. Tell me what you want on the show. Tell me how you want me to adapt, and so on. So thank you very much for everyone who's listening on the podcast. Thank you to everyone who's watching this on the show. And thank you guys for coming along.
Ponsiko.
Thank you.
Yeah, Ponsiko, Miagal. Yeah. No, I really appreciate it. So tune in again next time for the Orang Putih Kita show.
Hey, sama lah kita.